bottom thing on. It's like, it does not work that way on the bottom. And it does not work over the top because otherwise they have to be like hella stretched out.
Okay, are you going to be wearing the crown all day?
I don't know. Are you going to be wearing it the entire time?
I could try.
Are you going to? Well, I feel a little left out considering there's a cap man. There's a cap man. What do I have? I got horns, baby.
Okay, I'll take that.
Ooh.
You want to kind of have an extra one?
Speaking of horns, you know what's hilarious? There was a Daniel Radcliffe motherfucker that was doing our orientation today.
Interesting.
Like Indian Daniel Radcliffe.
I love that.
And it was funny because it was so spot on.
And welcome to the next episode.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Alright, if you're watching this, you're still lucky. We're still having Star World War 3.
Expecto Patronum.
Wrong series.
It's still Harry Potter and Daniel Radcliffe.
True.
Yeah, but you're wearing Loki. I also took the rubber band off because apparently I have a list with it. And I already have a list.
So you got a double lisp. So
yes.
Shouldn't that? So don't two negatives make a positive?
Only in algebra.
It's cute though.
Yeah. All right. So in the table we have the reptilian tib.
Reptilian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shoot. Loki does have a reptilian self. You go on.
And the poltergeist 1.
That's true.
My God, it's like my hand's going straight through them.
I said that in the last episode, so we're sticking with it, okay?
What?
The reptilian, poltergeist, and cultist.
And you're a cultist?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like
The
that.
Doom Eternal cult. Which means, yeah.
I mean, the reptile versus the cultist. Let's go.
Probably the reptile. Because technically, they're demigods in some books. But anyways, have you been?
I've been alright.
I am a tired man from a tired land. AKA, no one wants to sit and listen to people talking all day when it's like the most boring crap of, hi, welcome to the company.
You look broken when it was you're saying that.
Welcome to the company. And so today we're going to be talking about our policies. We're going to be talking about, I don't give a crap. I've been working there for 2 months now. And I already know all this stuff. And none of it is interesting. And they're all talking this monotone voice. And it's like different presenters for their different departments.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. It is not interesting to listen to.
Oh, it is not. I went to workshop recently to get way better pay at work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2 hours, between an hour and 2 hours of fucking listening to my boss. And they have this whole system where like, even if you perform really, really good, you still gotta go back to the workshop. They fail you in the workshop on purpose. So you go back and do it.
That is stupid.
That is fucking stupid, and I'm fucking pissed about it.
But let me tell you this though. 2 hours? 2 hours ain't nothing compared to, this is a whole Monday through Friday thing from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock with a half an hour lunch break.
Jesus.
And they just don't stop talking.
How do they have that much to talk about?
I don't understand.
Usually it's like a day.
No,
if
you see, it should have been a day. It should have been a day. Maybe 2 days, I understand, because there is a lot to talk about. But what else could there be for the next 3 days? I already went through their sexual harassment training and whatnot. Actually, it was hilarious.
You haven't gone through the one in the podcast.
So I went through a sexual harassment training, and it was hilarious because I was taking this while I was at work because I had nothing better to do at the time, and because I also wasn't trusted yet to go off by myself to go room patients and crap. And so they were like, here, sit down. Here's the mobile computer, aka the cow. I like the cow. And just go watch these videos and stuff. And so sexual harassment training was one of them for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it was weird because it just somehow, I understand I was supposed to do this for work, but somehow it just felt like a punishment. like I had done something that deserved, it's like, I need to watch this because maybe I was staring at some girl for too long or something like that. And I swear, I would look around, there's a patient walking by, they gave me weird looks because they knew exactly what I was watching because they could hear it. It wasn't like it was too low. They didn't give me a pair of headphones or anything.
I think every company does that though.
Yeah, but did they do it right in front of the patients though?
I mean,
Right in front of the customer?
We did it right in front of the customer.
Yeah, I know it's like sexual harassment thing though, but they're like,
And every time they said like, well, sexual, I was like, training, I'm new.
no. See, the thing that was funny though was there was this white guy that was like the most like generic corporate white guy you could think of that was supposed to be like doing everything wrong and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They went over like the.
I've seen that video.
He went over like the sexual harassment. He cornered this one girl and he was like, "Hey, come on, girl, what you thinking about doing this weekend? What do I got to do to get you to come with me?" And then that, and then he went straight to the transgender person. He was like, "But how do you even do that? You can't do that." And I'm like,
"Wait, what the?"
I don't know. It was like the most generic things I've ever heard, and just. Who asks these questions? I understand there's people. I understand there's people that ask these questions, but I'm like, why?
I've seen this. Yeah, it's
the most awkward thing. Like I said, I would look around, I'd see the patient behind me, they're kind of walking by, and they give me the weirdest looks. They were like,
well, I was going to give a shout out to the Davis facility and the Stanford facility because two of my friends currently are in the hospital and they're actually doing a really good job.
I'm next, aren't I? I'm going in the hospital next.
Yeah, but it seems like you're going to the psyche. You're going to be the next Joker.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You'll be the next Riddler. Like,
you would,
bro. I'm gonna be the next one. Like they're gonna like. They're offering therapy. Like free.
They were offering therapy at Amazon. I can see why.
On my job,
now that
2 free sessions.
Can you imagine Mexican Joker? He's like,
you wanna see how I cross the border?
You wouldn't get it.
Why was that like halfway decent?
Yeah, no, that was halfway decent.
Hey. Oh, he didn't like that.
Sorry guys, I got it.
There's a puppers here, and he wants to bite my leg off. Weirdly, specifically me, even though Juan's legs are exposed, with no socks on, like a savage beast. Doggo!
Saludo. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, sure, that works. I guess I'm gonna be carrying the pup for now.
That works.
Yeah.
He crawls across the table. Juan, he's looking at you.
No, for me, like they were offering like two free sessions of like therapy, and like you're supposed to pay the rest. And I was like, bro, they're gonna call back at work and they're gonna be like, who's this fucking head chef and why is everyone complaining about him? And it's like, yeah, they're gonna do that shit, you know.
Also, I could use some therapy myself. I haven't been since my therapist retired, and it's been like, what, 3 years now?
I think everyone needs therapy at some point.
Everybody needs therapy. Actually, speaking of Amazon, though, going back to the Amazon thing. So apparently there's some kind of report that I read where like one of the Amazon executives was worried that they're going to run out of people to hire in 2024 because of how their entire system is like, we got to like push these people out basically.
Yeah.
Rotation. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just interesting because it's like, oh, look at that. 2024, no one's gonna want to work for Amazon, and not like in a specific town. They were talking about they were going to run out of people in the entire country to actually be hired.
I think it might be funny because I've seen hey,
hey, he is your dog.
Yeah, but no coffee for him. No, I've seen this thing where like Amazon actually made a store where you can go in and like you can charge them or not.
Oh yeah.
So it seems like a possibility. It is also we're fairly close to like manage to. You can take that off.
I'm not taking it off.
I'm pretty sure that shit is killing your brain right now.
It's not the only thing that's killing my brain, my good sir. That would be the cancer.
Oof.
I don't even know. Still gotta actually figure out what cancer the fam had.
What fam?
I am marked.
Yeah, you're marked.
It has the M for Mark.
Oh yeah. So last week I found out that I'm gonna die of cancer. Apparently,
How?
because apparently my father had cancer. My father died of cancer. My grandfather died of cancer. My great grandfather died of cancer, and my aunt died of cancer last year.
Oh, I mean,
My adoptive, not my
You're
adoptive,
legit.
my birth parents,
Yeah.
obviously.
obviously. Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, not necessarily.
Not obvious for the parents.
Not necessarily.
Parents for the audience.
Like, not necessarily.
Oh, not necessarily, but it is a high possibility that
Yeah,
I will have contracted.
There's a big chance. It's just like for my mom family, it's like my grandpa, he had diabetes, and then
Diabetes.
diabetes. That's why I said it. And then someone else had it, and then like someone else had it too in their family, but not necessarily. I'm gonna have it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm also trying to not lean on the line.
He's got some gigantic eyebrows.
He does.
Man's how old is he?
He's a year old.
Man's only a year old, but he looks like he might as well be 86.
My dad says that he looks like his coworker.
Hey, what do you know? He is ready to say diabetes.
My dad is like, call him Mr. Herrera.
Mr. Hurd.
Herrera.
Oh.
Yeah. good
Oh
ones. Anyways.
yeah.
Just smack him.
It was light though. So today we're gonna talk about
These nuts.
I was going to bring up something about to talk about, but we already spent like 12 minutes talking about you're venting out.
What? This is the only time I get to vent. It's not.
You're welcome to do it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna enjoy it. Someone's gonna laugh.
I would
at my
let
pain.
you borrow the pop to hug him and pet him, but he's
Yeah,
gonna
but I'm
bite.
worried he's gonna bite me. He's
Yeah.
not used to me yet.
Yes. So I'm just gonna let it chill, and I'll let you bend as much as you need.
Good, because my cat doesn't let me do shit.
Good.
She come up, she's like, "Pet me, bitch," and that's it.
Oh, now venting. So just start venting the cat once. So like, okay, bye.
No venting whatsoever. She vents to me. She's like, meow, meow, when it would every 5 minutes.
Damn.
Alright, so yeah, so I was going to bring a topic, but we already spent like 30 minutes talking about our shit.
Hey.
So that's good. Today it's a special.
Ooh.
It's a very special episode because we're gonna talk about.
And last time wasn't special.
Last time was horrifying, apparently.
Yes. Like, oh look, demons and shit. Demons and shit. Ah.
Well, this one it's
I'm sorry, Rocco. Jeez.
this one. Remember the first episode, the second episode. Every single episode I've been mentioning this guy called Carlos Trejo.
Yeah.
No, but I'll tell you what I do remember though. Rocky Balboas.
That's a small stay on the podcast. So keep saying it.
Rocky Balboas.
Okay, so Carlos Trejo, okay. Today we're gonna talk about the case Cañitas. That's the case I'm making famous.
We're talking about carnitas?
Cañitas.
That's what I said, carnitas.
Sure.
We're talking about food, guys.
It's a street.
A street of food?
So, man, Carlos, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, you see sometimes, you go to like certain parts of the city and like down in LA specifically, it's like nothing but like Mexican food vendors and stuff like that. It might as well be Carnita Street.
I wouldn't be surprised, but this is why. You gotta listen to the whole thing,
I
right?
don't want to listen.
Alright, so let's start dissecting who's Carlos Trejo, right?
Literally dissecting?
I wish.
Oh.
I don't like it. So He considers himself as the number one paranormal investigator of the world.
Oh, is this that dude with the podcast radio show?
Now that was Juan Ramon, and he died, and he was actually legit.
Oh, okay.
No, this guy is Carlos Trejo. He claims that he has over 10,000 cases on his name.
Oh my god, 10,000 cases. Can you believe it? It's
One, it makes no sense. That would take you years in order. Like, you would have to travel from city to city to city to city in matter of hours and getting a case every single second. And, you know, sometimes they take months to...
I mean, how long was he doing it?
He started... maybe 90s, 80s? Well, he started maybe 90s, 2000s?
And then this story... When does this story take place?
In the 80s.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
I know, it's... So, anyways. So, one of his multiple claims is that he helped Ringo Starr from the Beatles.
The best Beatles. What? Everyone knows that Ringo was the best star.
That's a funny way to mention George Harrison's name.
I'm more surprised it's not John Lennon.
So
Overrated.
overrated.
The Beatles are overrated just
They
in
are.
general.
Yes, they are.
They're good, but they are very much so overrated.
Lennon is very overrated. He's good, but Harrison was.
Now, Ringo, that man is underrated.
I don't know about the Octopus Garden song.
Ringo.
Anyway, so he claims that he helped Ringo to appease the ghost of Dylan.
Ringo.
Interesting.
Yes, so that's how, and that Ringo personally thanked him. He traveled all the way from England out of Mexico, where this dickhead lives.
I'm sorry. What I then meant was Ringo.
Ringo.
Yeah. Weird ass English accent. Go ahead.
So yeah, he also claimed that he was solving some mysteries in the United States. Along with them, the Amityville Horrorville.
Like Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Did he have Scooby-Doo?
No.
Well, then who cares?
You want to hear his appearance?
Yeah.
He has the appearance of a fucking dickhead. He thinks he's a biker. He wears non-sleeve shirts, non-sleeve jackets, sometimes leather, sometimes jeans.
Thor?
Fuck you. Thor is cool. This motherfucker looks like...
What? You're just describing Thor's drip in the new movie.
Thor is muscle. This guy is past Thor. Because he's fat.
Okay.
I
don't think that really meant what you thought it meant.
You know, like pastor tacos?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, past Thor, you're not going to think fat Thor. You're just going to think, oh, look, a slightly less muscular Chris Hemsworth, a.k.a. like Thor 1.
No, this guy is ugly as fuck. He wears jeans that it seems that he's been carrying it since the 80s.
Okay. I got so confused.
He sometimes wear like this fucking like cowboy hat. The ones that...
Was he Mexican?
Yes, he is Mexican. Unfortunately.
What was he in his 40s?
When he got famous, he was probably late 30s, early 40s. Right now,
it's about appropriate to start wearing the cowboy hat.
I think okay, honestly, every person, like, for me,
Was
90...
someone's deal?
Yeah. Basically, dude. I'm sorry if there's someone that actually likes bikes and he's a biker. Shout out to you, because that's actually pretty fucking cool. But most of the bikers that I think nowadays, they're just fucking posers. You know, it's like, oh, I drive with like 40 more people trying to... Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. I've seen biker clubs that are just out there trying to enjoy a Sunday stroll.
Yeah, no, there's some legit, but there's some of them... Okay, my ex's stepdad, that motherfucker is the biggest poser. He one day, just because he was too old, I guess he was having his midlife crisis, bought a motorcycle and he started wearing like that shit. And it's like, You're like 60 something, bro. Fuck off.
That is actually that's post midlife crisis. That's like starting to get golden year crisis.
Yeah, well, you know, that level. So same thing with this guy.
Thank you for being a crisis.
Going back to Carlos Trejo, he says that he investigated the Amity Coralville
Doubt it.
with the Warrens, which another scammers, by the way.
Did you press X? To doubt.
Doubt.
Exactly. So he says that he investigated the Amity Coral, and he has a picture where he's outside of the house. It's like, yeah, the street, like anyone can go outside of the house and take the picture, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's the best he has. Anyway, so he investigated like 10K cases. He got in trouble at some point because he performed an exorcism on a girl that she had most likely schizophrenia or something like that.
Like they all do.
So she got hurt. She got injured, and she and her like.
Just look at Rocco.
He's chilling, bro.
I know.
So a lot of shit going on.
So yeah. So he's a messed up dude with false findings.
Yes, he's a phony. This is scam, right?
What's up, baby?
So let's dissect the reason why he became famous.
Uh-huh.
And I can't believe this shit was actually real.
What?
Dang.
He had not actually real, like his fame became as reality because of his fucking book is called Cañitas. Not fucking you know, like outstanding. Just like he just named it the name of a street, right? Yes. It makes sense why, but it's like it's so horror. Okay, I tried to read that shit. It's so bad to read. It's probably like you can finish it within 2 hours maybe. Oh. I tried to read it, but I was like, it was so painful to read. I didn't even finish. Are you taking a picture of Rocco?
Yes, I'm taking a picture of Rocco.
Okay. So anyways, going back to it, it's so painful to watch. I mean, read. I couldn't finish. I only finished the prologue. It looks fucking fantastic. I only finished the prologue.
Dang.
And I tried to read, like, just listen to the audiobook. It was horrible because, like, apparently he has a YouTube channel.
Asleep.
He has a YouTube channel too.
He has a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Shut up. He has a YouTube channel too. And it's fucking horrible. It's just no. And then I tried to do the summary, and I kind of know the summary, and I know the story because like I heard it so.
You think he goes to the synagogue and tries to advertise his YouTube channel?
All right, so this is how it happened. So back in 2000s, when he got super famous, that's when he started, like, you know, it was like between 2000.
When did he show up in the Adal Ramones show?
It was like 2003,
okay.
2004 maybe.
That's how I know.
And then he declined like around 2007. And then he went on full, like, no one likes him and all that shit in 2011 with the case that I just told you that he tried to perform an exorcism.
Chicken wing.
So yeah. So that. So he went to the show. He got famous. And, like, it was so fucking horrible because, like, every single every single fucking time that he was on TV, he had to tell the story of how he became a fucking ghost hunter. Because he doesn't even say paranormal investigation. He says ghost hunter or ghostbuster.
Well, yeah, that's so much cooler than saying I'm a paranormal investigator. Nah, I'm a ghost hunter.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Okay,
That's cooler.
give me that. Alright, so let's dissect his stupid ass book.
Dissect these nuts.
Oh.
I mean, I hope you don't, but you can.
I won't. Don't worry. So, that's the case.
It's just the empty case. It's as empty as my soul. Oh.
Empty as my buddy. Anyways, so the book starts with a warning in the prologue.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's claimed that whatever you're about to read is 100% proof of paranormal entities in the world.
Sounds like a load of barnacles.
You haven't heard of this? It is also warning that case, that specific case,
Yeah.
it is the number one case in the whole world
Yeah.
that has been proven that is real
Yeah.
and the most haunted house in the world. House number 52 on Cañitas Street in Mexico City.
It's not Cañitas.
I know, but every time he says it, all I hear is carnitas.
Okay.
You just ate, man.
You just ate too.
It's not about being hungry. It's just the two words sound exactly the same.
I'll give you that.
It's like one letter change.
It is R.
Say.
And the end, but like whatever. Anyway,
Shut up. No
Okay.
one cares about your enye and enye.
yeah, okay, whatever. So,
Fucking ends.
so the story, motherfucker.
All I remember is Miss Sally like trying to be like enye, enye, and
Oh yeah,
like,
you were there for that class.
yeah, I was there for that class when she's trying to teach Spanish
In
1
Spanish.
in Spanish. What am I supposed to do with that?
I mean,
To be fair, you're the only one that didn't know Spanish.
No, Faza was still there at the same time too.
Why was Funso in that class too?
Because they made us be in that class.
It was a Friday class.
Oh my god, that's even worse because like that wasn't even part of the school.
Yeah, it doesn't even count for credit. She just tried teaching us Spanish
That's why.
in Spanish.
That's why I kind of stopped going to school on Fridays on my senior.
I wanted to stop going to school on Fridays since I was a child.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
A child.
Okay. Anyway, so
Child.
so the book opens with him, or because like I said, I couldn't fucking read the book. It was so bad. I read. I know like the basic story.
Yeah.
I heard like podcasts before about it, and I was listening to the audiobook. Painful to hear. It had sound effects too. It was like
No.
yes, it did.
Dang.
Oh my
That sound effects. bro.
I don't know why. You'd think the sound effects would add to the audio,
No,
but they
no,
never
so
do.
horrible.
They don't.
They never do. They're always so awful.
It was
Like,
really-
sure, I understand an intro and an outro song, but like the freaking sound
Bro.
effects is just weird.
Speaking of intro songs, the freaking outro song for that one book. That you
Oh, for the,
recommended,
uh,
it's so loud compared to the actual audio. It scared me every time.
For the freaking Last Apprentice.
Yeah, like he's talking
Yeah.
like super low, and it's like din din din, and I'm like, oh, crap.
No, this one.
Yeah, it only happens for like the first 3 books.
Oh, okay.
So no,
Sorry.
this one he talks, and he's like, "So this is the story." It's like, bro, get someone that narrates good and stuff.
Oh, he didn't get somebody. He narrated it himself.
No, he got someone, but
Oh,
it was
okay,
like,
okay.
"I'm gonna do the story." And it was like, Jesus Christ, just fucking narrate it
Mr.
yourself.
Bryce, is that you?
No, not even close.
I don't know, man. Sounded like Mr. Bryce over there. Like,
Maybe. No. So it starts with like, he lived in the house Cañitas number 52.
Oh, he lived there.
Yeah, it wasn't even his house. It was his wife's house.
his wife was making carnitas. Broke ass deer.
That was her. Damn it, Juan!
I hate it.
Jesus, stop moving.
Why can't you set it up properly,
I don't
Juan?
even move it. It just
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
care if you
anyways.
can move it. You keep making it fall over. You
Going
should
back.
be sorry.
Going back. So
You're just like your father.
he lived with his
wife.
wife
Wife.
named Sophia
What a
or
noob with a
or,
wife.
or Sonia. I don't know. It was the it was the wife's house, so that's why I'm pointing it out. I was like, it's not his house. All right, and he lived with his 2 little siblings. Apparently, I
Yeah,
forgot
his
their
house.
names. It was 2 kids, 2 guys. I forgot their names.
I just realized Rocco's not here.
I put him upstairs.
What a bitch.
Ouch. Me or him?
You!
Ouch.
Why would I call you a bitch? You're not even a girl.
Yeah, but I
Which
don't.
is the correct term for female dogs, by the way.
I don't want him.
Fernando, if you're watching, I hope you're laughing your ass off.
I don't want you to get bitten by him. So, anyways.
He's gonna bite you.
So.
Oh shit!
It's coming right for us.
So going back to it, he's living in the house with his two younger siblings, his wife, and he tells the story of how his older sister, or sister in general, I think it was older sister.
I like the way this is going.
It gets weird. Moves in with him, and she brings along her boyfriend.
Oh no,
Emmanuel.
Ooh.
So it started sounding like a fucking
Classic American name.
yeah, but it started sounding like you're gonna have an orgy or something like that. Why is so many people in there?
Family orgy?
I got no idea, bro. It's just they keep bringing people in too.
Texas Chainsaw orgy?
Makes no sense, right?
I mean, he did say he was gonna make his wife into Cañitas, so.
Okay. Whatever. So he narrates.
Thor, I'm sorry.
He narrates the story.
Rawr.
He
Have you
narrates.
seen it?
No.
Oh.
Stop spoiling. Right,
Sorry.
he narrates the story of how his sister moves in, and she starts seeing his ex-boyfriend.
Is his sister hot?
No.
Wait, she starts seeing his ex-boyfriend?
Her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
She starts seeing her ex-boyfriend on dreams and whatnot. Because
Yo.
she keeps claiming that her ex-boyfriend is dead.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, she's seen him in person. Solid, like in person.
You mean she's seen him in person, insists he's dead, but after?
Downtime was your fault.
I know.
Just leave it there.
After the dreams.
Like she just seen him in. Well, he says that she's just dreaming. She says it's real, you know. And then they decide to go see a witch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But like a Mexican witch.
Yeah, Mexican witch.
Oh, those are real.
So they go to see a witch. And the witch warns them not to go outside of the house.
Did she have her candles?
After 6 o'clock.
And they do it, don't they?
Huh?
And they do it, don't they?
Yes.
Did
After 6 o'clock.
Did she have her candles?
I got no idea.
Oh.
So
They usually have candles.
So they keep going back and forth of how like she's not supposed to be out after 6 o'clock. And then
That's kind of early though.
bro, that's so fucking. Imagine being trapped on your fucking schedule. Like I gotta be home at 6 o'clock.
Like imagine if you work like a 9 to 5, you gotta go home. You only got an hour to go out.
Imagine there's like a.
You ain't even got an hour to go out. You got like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucked. No wonder they broke it.
Yeah. So this is the best part. So he's like, on top of that.
Not the only thing it was on top of.
Emmanuel, the sister,
The
sister's boyfriend, has a debt that he needs to pay, and someone recommend to go see a loner.
Right.
I'm sorry, did Davy Jones come out of somewhere and was like, you have a debt to pay? In whatever weird accent that was.
No.
Oh. Well.
So it's just like regular old dude that like, you need to pay me now. But they recommend this person.
Yeah, you didn't pay me now.
You need to pay me now.
Oh, sorry. You need to pay me now.
You pay me now.
You pay me now, you pay me later.
So yeah. And the only person that they found to let borrow money open at 7 o'clock.
Oh no.
And it's like,
can't they have somebody else go?
exactly. Or even better, just go get a loan at the bank. They open at fucking 7 a.m. They close at 5.
I don't know. Them's Mexican hours.
No, they close at 5, bro.
They open at 10. It's like you when you're trying to show up somewhere. I say show up at 3 o'clock. You're there at 4 o'clock. So in reality, you already know they ain't open until 11.
Fine. Okay, regardless. They close at 5. They close at 5.
So like 6.
So like 6. So they have all the way to 5:55 to get home. Or 5:59, but whatever. So yeah. So they go outside with the guy, and they obviously come back after 6 o'clock. So that's when they start getting haunted by knock on the doors, closing the door, opening the door, slam something. Yeah, those type of things. The biggest fucking easiest trope in any horror movie, right?
Sorry, the what?
Trope.
Trope. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the beginning stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I heard something else.
So later on, what was that? Later on,
The face of reckoning.
one of, I think Norma is the sister. I was like, what the fuck?
Norma?
Yeah. So later on, Norman's friend has a great idea
Norman.
to get rid of the spirits.
Uh-huh.
All right. Would you like to take a guess? What would be the get rid of the spirits?
Hey,
I
wait.
don't know, call a priest or something.
Okay.
Norma Osborn. Birthday goblin.
All right. What's Norma Osborn's friend idea to get rid of the demon or the hunting?
I suspect she went back to the witch.
No.
I suspect then that she went and
have
grabbed
to
some
guess
sage.
You just have to guess why, but no.
Oh, well then I suspect... Okay, go ahead.
They need to play the Ouija board!
Woo!
Sounds about right. Yeah.
But not any Ouija board.
Oh!
An Egyptian Ouija board.
An Egyptian wheat? Those are a thing?
No, those are not a thing.
Oh.
The things, the concept with like witchcraft, like Ouija, voodoo, hoodoo, all that shit.
Yeah.
It became a big thing, or like especially like Wicca, all that shit. It became a big thing in the United States, and it became to happening in the 1800s.
Actually, on a total side note, did you know that hoodoo and voodoo are two separate things?
Yes.
I did not.
I want to talk about one that has to do with Palo Mayombe, which is like a on drugs version of voodoo and hoodoo.
Oh, so it's Vahoodoo.
It's the on steroids version of hoodoo and voodoo.
Vahoodoo.
Yes. It's called Palo Mayombe.
Payamayomba.
Yes. So it sounds weird, but apparently it's really dark. Please don't hate me. If you practice that, I respect it 100%.
No, he doesn't. He's lying to you.
I will. I am. I do. Don't believe him.
Oh, Chewy. Vaya con Dios.
Yes, please. Okay, so they need to get an Egyptian Ouija board.
Alright.
And
Egyptian is just still weird. I'm sorry.
it is. It's like no, the Egyptians didn't practice Ouija board.
I mean, sure, they had the Book of the Dead.
They had like sorcerers and whatnot. No?
Yeah, well, like I said, the Ouija board became a thing in the 1800s.
Oh yeah,
And it
because
wasn't-
Egypt wasn't around in the 1800s, Chewy.
Yeah, but it was it was like a completely different idea for from Egyptian religion
Mm-hmm.
and whatever witchcraft is the Ouija board.
Plus, in the hundreds, wasn't that still the Ottoman Empire?
Yes.
Yes.
And the Ouija board on itself started in the United States and I think parts of Europe.
Uh-huh.
It has nothing to do with Egypt. That's what I'm trying to go to.
Yeah.
Nice. So they're
So-
dumb.
So they have to yes, they have to get an Egyptian Ouija board.
Yeah.
But not only that, they found the Egyptian Ouija board.
Oh, we haven't even finished that part.
Yes, not only they found the Ouija board, which is like what? How are you gonna find an Egyptian Ouija? Anyways, not only they found that shit, but they needed to cure it with black magic.
So on top of the Ouija board not being being randomly Egyptian, they decided, let's practice black magic on the already accursed item.
Yes, to make it work. I don't know.
Hey, look, it's the 80s and I'm fucking stupid.
I guess it's just like, oh, let's put some gasoline in a car.
That's like
Maybe.
If you put it on top of the car, you'll have more gasoline.
you got it, or in the car,
Or like having
like,
that extra
at the
gas
seats,
tank.
bro, dude. It's like the fucking people that were like, oh damn, them gas prices going high. Let me store it inside the back cabin of the car
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that did
While I
happen.
smoke a cigarette.
while he smokes a cigarette.
And guess what?
I don't-
You know, since the Haunties wasn't bad enough,
There's more.
they played the Ouija board in the house.
Oh, with the black magic.
With
I
the
see.
black magic.
Oh my god.
And guess what?
So this is like them horror stories that are like, oh look, here's something we shouldn't have done,
And we're doing it.
and we're doing it.
Any
anyway.
80s horror movie trope that you want to think of?
Yeah, where is the 80s horror movie based off of that? Because that right there sounds
Wouldn't it
like
be like The Conjuring?
I mean,
What if-
Amity Horror, it was an 80s movie.
That was like
yeah.
80s, wasn't it? Wasn't
Yeah.
it The Conjuring?
I don't know. I never watched The Conjuring. The Conjuring looks stupid.
It wasn't that bad.
It was actually leaving behind the Warrens being frauds. The Conjuring movies are really good.
Oh,
Except for like the Nun and Annabelle's movies, but those are spin-offs, so they're not related to the.
I
the
thought the whole thing was related.
They're related.
Like she's mentioned in the first one.
Isn't
in
there
the
like
beginning.
7 Conjuring movies?
So there's 3 Conjuring movies and 4 spin-offs.
There's
so there's-
4 spin-offs?
Yeah, 2 Annabelles, 1 Nun, and then The Curse of La Llorona.
Oh,
I know my horror movies.
Oh,
the
the
most-
Yolanda one was bad.
Yeah, so every spin-off that they get, it's
and what was that horror movie that had like the finger and
Insidious?
the key thing?
Oh, wait.
Oh, was that Insidious?
yes, Insidious.
Was that
Oh,
That one was scary. Personally.
I heard
The
those
second
were
one is
actually
really
scary.
Yeah, all of them are good, except for the last one. The last one is man.
I don't know. I've never seen them.
They're pretty good. It's a great lead character, the old lady. And it proves that you don't need like a nice looking person to be the lead character. You just need a good actor.
Give you a good actor.
Going back to the fucking shitty story that we're listening
Adam
to.
Driver is a good actor.
He really
He
drives
is.
the plot forward.
Yes, he does drive the plot forward. Oh, good show.
Going back to the shitty
Yeah,
story
right,
that we're
right,
listening
right,
to.
sorry.
Hey, look, it's not just me.
They do the thing, and
And
guess
the salt.
what?
What? It got worse.
It got worse.
It got worse.
Instead of finishing the session,
Yeah.
they forgot to say goodbye.
Oh my.
And because they forgot to say goodbye, and I'm gonna quote the fucking book, a monk, like a 1500 monk, you know, like the hood,
Yeah. The brother and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep.
appears and
Sorry.
he takes possession of Emmanuel.
Oh my God, a
He's
black Ratchet monk.
And like every other possession movie,
Oh my God.
he starts speaking in another language, most likely
He
Latin.
starts speaking in tongues.
Yes.
Why is it always Latin? Why is it always Latin?
I
I
mean,
have no idea.
it makes sense.
Satan and all the other devils were like, holy shit, these Roman guys are on to
They're
something.
cool. Let's fucking speak their dead language that no one practices anymore.
Except for whenever you get possessed. Then you know exactly
Yeah.
what to say.
So he gets possessed,
Yeah.
and he starts screaming at everyone like, "You're a whore. You're a bitch. Blah blah blah." I'll
Hey,
fucking
The Exorcist.
Exactly. Just like in the movie Exorcist. Just like in the movie Exorcist,
Stick it up her ass, you cocksucker.
he points
Yeah,
at.
they did say it.
They did say that in the movie.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know why that's the one thing I remembered.
I remember they fuck me. That was traumatizing.
There was that. And then she started like stabbing herself with the cross.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't traumatizing.
That was traumatizing, bro.
I was being sarcastic, you idiot.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm trying to tell the stupid story. Okay.
Yeah, Tim.
What?
Trying to tell a story.
We're having an engaging conversation.
All right, that's true. All right, so he claims that everyone in the house shall die now. And then he runs off, takes his load up, and end up sleeping in the cemetery because apparently there's a cemetery nearby.
And then
That wasn't a red flag.
And then Bruce Campbell comes out and he's like, groovy.
How'd you know? That actually happens next.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He actually went like swallow dish. Anyways,
What a great trilogy.
amazing movies. Not like the fucking story that we're listening to.
No, but go on. Tell me more about how
Alright.
these people fucked up their lives by being absolute idiots.
So as
Fucking did
these fucking shit that is going on,
Yeah.
Carlos Trejo becomes a friend with like a guy that he's in a Christian group, because obviously this has to be a Christian group.
Danny Trejo?
Yes, not Danny Trejo, Carlos Trejo. He wishes he was Danny Trejo.
Everybody wishes they were Danny Trejo. Have you seen Danny Trejo?
Yes, I have seen. He's a master.
Exactly. That man.
That man is amazing.
Oof.
So
Come get a spot with us, Danny.
I'm
we
waiting
need
for you, Danny.
He brings
Yes.
tacos.
I just want him to be sitting here and just scream something like ah. And
I
then-
just want him to stare into my eyes while he looks like he's about to murder me.
yes.
Man's resting bitch face while he's got while he's nothing but a big old teddy bear.
He is. I love him.
That man's great.
Unlike Carlos.
Unlike Carlos Trejo. So what he do?
So he is been
A bitch.
going on befriending people and telling the story of how his house is getting haunted by a fucking demon. So he starts hearing noises in the house. He wakes up, and then it's Emmanuel getting possessed again. End up naked in the fucking graveyard again.
Naked, eh?
Classic Emmanuel.
Classic.
Yes. So he
He's not even drinking.
he meets this girl that she's driving this car,
What she say?
her brand new car.
The car was say.
So they decided to ride with her somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Emmanuel, as the good possessed man that he is, he asks, "May I be able to drive the car?"
Oh.
And everyone is like, "You know what? The fucking guy that has been naked in the fucking graveyard for the past 3 days. Fuck it, yeah, let him drive."
Let him drive. At least he asked. What is he, a vampire?
I have no idea. Anyhow, they get in the car, and as they're driving, Emmanuel starts to losing control, trying to crash the car, and Carlos Trejo, as the fucking hero that he is, he pulls the
Emergency brake.
the emergency brake, and they save their lives from a incoming truck because it's fucking Carlos Trejo, right? A plot for the man, right?
Carlos Trejo.
Yes. Alright, so finally he contacts his friend, his Christian friend or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I need someone because this is going on," and every other fucking movie, he's like, "Oh, I know the man for the job," and it's a priest. The priest goes in, like in the Exorcist movie.
Yeah.
He tries to help Emmanuel.
And he gets possessed.
No, he's like, he assessed the situation, and he's like, "I need more help because the forces in this house are too fucking strong." As he leaves the house, he dies in a car accident.
Oh.
When Carlos Trejo tried to reach the priest after a whole new date without being in contact, his friends call him, and he's like, "The one man that you could have get help from is now dead." Every other fucking movie.
Damn.
Yes. So
Dun dun dun.
So at some point, the fucking problems start getting worse and worse in the house. And then they finally decide to like, "Hey, you know what? We should fucking probably get out of this house."
Then at the end of it, they're going to be like, "Wow, guys, we really were the Ouija board black magic."
No, so they're like, "Yeah, let's go to." I think they went to live with Emmanuel's parents.
Yeah.
No, with the crazy guys.
Yes.
Oh yes, we love the crazy guy.
Or his wife's parents, one of them too. But they brought Emmanuel because
Yeah,
fuck it, why not, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Why not?
As they were leaving the house,
Which house?
The
I was being
haunted
sarcastic.
house. Okay, good. Motherfucker. This whole episode, bro. So as they were leaving the house, they got picked up by a taxi.
Oh, devil taxi.
They jump into the taxi.
Drive me to hell?
And no. And the guy asks, "So are you guys going to a custom
Halloween party?
like a Halloween party or like a custom party?" And there's like, "Why?" Because there's like someone standing up dressed up as a monk outside of you guys' house. And it's like, of course, yes. It's like they're fucking going to a custom party wearing normal shit in the middle of the fucking night. Yes, they are. And as they're leaving, they got out of the car because they start getting followed by the monk. So
They're the kind of dicks that go to a costume party and don't dress up.
I wish they were.
Bastards.
I wish they were, but no, it's worse than that. They're so they got out of the car because it's like, oh, the monks is following us. So they start running instead of stay in the car.
Yeah.
And apparently at some point he's like, Emmanuel tried to kill himself. But it's like, he doesn't give any specific how. Like, was he running? He tried to jump the fucking street, or he tried to pull. I don't know. Like, so he just said he tried to kill himself several times. And it's like, but how? Why? Explain. It's a fucking book. You gotta. There's no visuals. You gotta be detailed. There is no visuals.
I know. Just processing that sentence is all.
Whatever.
There are no visuals.
There are no visuals.
Like, it's true. You're absolutely right. I don't know why it's funny to me.
I don't know.
Maybe the way that I said it.
Maybe. You do talk weird.
Thank you. Anyways.
Any whore.
Any whore. Thank you. So.
Like Emmanuel's sister.
Yeah.
You met Carlos' sister?
No, I meant Emmanuel's sister.
Dude, like, it's fucking, like you said, red flags. It's like, this motherfucker, you know what? We should tell him, like, hey, Emmanuel, you're a fucking amazing guy, but have you noticed you've been fucking up after fucking up? It's ever since you moved in? How about you go home? I don't know. That would be me. So they finally managed to get rid of fucking they finally escaped from the monk, and they went to see the witch one more time. Oh no one of Carlos Trejo's friend, which also dies in the book at some point.
Yay!
Because why not?
Because of course he does.
Went to see his mom. And his mom was a retired witch. I was like, how do you retire?
I mean, retire from doing business?
I get, but it's like, how do you, like,
I mean, you no longer sell your wares. I don't know. Maybe she still does a little hocus pocus.
I don't know, maybe she was like, I'm done throwing shit at people. So, yeah. So,
I'm done stealing little kids.
Yeah, so apparently she was a... No, I think apparently she was a white witch. So...
Are you the white bitch?
Witch.
Bitch.
Okay. So, she was a white witch. And like, she's like, oh, what you guys gotta do is... One of you needs to go in with like, the one thing that the priest do when he starts a mass, that
with the incense.
Incense. There we go. The incense. Someone right behind him needs to be reading the Bible, and then the guy behind him, he should be carrying a candle.
Yeah.
You enter to the house. You go around the house, and as you're exiting the house, you let the guy at the very back in the candle walk in first, or exit first. Yeah. Then the guy reading the Bible, and then the guy with the incense at the very end.
But then
they messed up the order, didn't
they? They let the guy that tried to kill himself crash a car, sleeping naked in the what's it called, in the
Gotta try sleeping
in the
naked in a
graveyard.
cemetery.
in a cemetery, carrying the fences.
Did he burn down the house?
No, he fucked up the process. He exit first.
Of course.
It's like,
Of course.
How hard
This-
can it be?
I
That's what she said.
Exactly. And it's like, why are you letting the fucking guy be part of it? You see, you know, like those fucking foundations when like there's like someone with a dying wish and it's like, oh, I wanna. It's like, is he one of them? That is like, oh, he has a dying wish and like,
So, a Make-A-Wish kid?
yeah, is he a Make-A-Wish kid where like he needs to be like, oh yeah, we let you do it, but no, like you shouldn't be hanging out around this guy anymore.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
oh, I heard though. I was like, anyway, so aside from fucking doing that,
Uh-huh.
they were supposed to grab the ashes of the incest and throw it in like any, like put it in a bag and throw it in the side of the road, and the next person that walks next to it is gonna be haunted by the demon now.
Oh, that sucks.
So yeah, no, on top of that, you're being a fucking
Great
dick.
job.
On top of that, you're being a fucking dick. Like, you're gonna pass it on to someone else. Just like in the movie Paranormal Activity and Poltergeist.
Movies I've never seen.
Poltergeist is good. Paranormal Activity is
Poltergeist 2 scared me. That's the one where, like, when they're like in like a hotel or something like that.
I don't remember.
With like the old guy.
I don't
With, like,
remember.
a suit.
I only
Don't look at
I
me.
didn't watch the first one.
That one scared me.
So yeah, they did that shit. They put the ashes, they throw it in there, and apparently whoever walked next to it, it was going to, right?
Damn. It's kind of a good thing they messed up then.
Yeah, it's fucked up. If it was real, it was fucked up.
If they succeeded.
If they succeeded, it was also fucked up.
Yeah.
So a few years passes, and like little by little, the friend with the witch, with that his mom is a witch, dies because he helped them. A friend from Carlos, and I think his name was Polo or something like that. He's like, oh, I don't believe that. That's pure baloney. He dies in a car crash the same day that he's like, it's pure bullshit, you know?
Of course.
Of course he does.
Mysteriously, his wife passes away from a rare blood disease, which we come back to that one.
Not the wife.
Yes. Emmanuel dies.
Oh.
Not Emmanuel.
I'll be like, bro, like he fucking no. And then another friend named Francisco dies because fuck it, why not keep killing people in
Not
the
Francisco.
fucking in the fucking story? Keep introducing people in the story and keep killing them off. No worries. His sister died,
Not his sister.
so he decides to like.
You're just gonna do that for everybody.
Maybe.
So he's decided. A few years passes, and then the witch goes back and tells Carlos, "Hey, the demon is gonna come back, and it's gonna kill most of the people living in the house."
Not most of the people.
So they start dying off apparently throughout the years,
Dang.
and it's like, what do you mean most of the people? You mean all the people, or like some they're not gonna die or something like that? So a few years later, Carlos, youngest brother, he's get old enough so they can start doing the ghost hunting shit again, and then they meet this Egyptian guy. His name is Abdallah or whatever his name is. Yeah,
You mean to tell me his name isn't Yugi?
it is not Yugi.
Oh.
I wish it was Yugi. I would give it props if it was Yugi.
It's not Apple.
Either.
Okay.
It's
not ethanol either.
It's not Black Adam.
No. I wish it was Black Adam. So yeah, so they start ghost hunting with Abdallah.
Wait, it's not Emotep?
It is not me with it.
It's not a Nox on the Moon?
Are you gonna name every character from the Mummy?
No, it was only the two.
What about
Wait,
I don't remember the fat guy's name.
Is that his wife's name?
An accident moon?
No,
Yeah.
That's Simot's
Yeah.
love interest.
No, I never think I ever memorized her name.
Oh.
Then it's Brian O'Connor, and then
Oh yeah.
It's
She was
Evie, the other
hot when she was alive.
Evie.
No, the wife. The princess chick.
Okay, yeah.
I suppose.
So they go back to the house and they see the monk, and Carlos Trejo looks at him and he's like, I don't know who you are, but I swear to
will
God,
find
I'll
you."
fight you and I'll take revenge for
Carlos
what
Trejo.
you done.
And then his son Colin Trejo now directs movies.
No, not even that. Like, it has like fucking so many endings that is like, can you decide one fucking ending? Because he keeps
Wait,
introducing
shouldn't they
people.
have one if it's a real thing?
Huh?
Shouldn't they only have one ending if it's a real thing?
No, he keep on like adding endings on the fucking book, and it's like, dude, stop! Fuck, you book is horrible. Stop.
How to Catch a Ghost Hunter, 7th edition.
Yeah. So then,
Choose your route.
so after that shit,
I would choose to
pulls-
remember the right
you-
order.
If you A, use the Egyptian Ouija board. Go to page 252.
so yeah,
Oh, sweet.
so he abruptly ends the fucking book too. And he shows that fucking pictures of every single fucking person. Not last names, by the way. It was like, oh, Emmanuel, Fernando, Francisco, blah, 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 blah. No lines.
Not Fernando.
Not a single one of them has a last name except for him. And every single one of them is like, oh, he died this day, he died this day, this year, and this year, and this year, right? So, of course, because he became fucking famous.
Wait, from that book?
Yeah. And that's when he started going to Adult Ramona show and every other fucking show. But then, finally,
He died.
no, he's still alive, unfortunately. Son of a bitch.
Damn.
This man.
He really doesn't like.
It's so fucking bogus, man. He ruins actual paranormal investigators.
Ghost hunters.
So in 2008, this lady comes clean and she's like, "Oh, I'm Norma. I'm the sister." So it's like,
Oh my
wait,
god, that sister's fucking real.
and it's alive.
It?
She's alive.
It's alive.
She's alive. So yeah, so they start going to this fucking show, talking like he's talking smack about her. Like, it's not my sister. She's a whore. Blah blah blah. And she's like, how fucking dare you? You're my fucking brother. Blah blah blah. Thanks to me, you eat. Blah blah blah.
I don't think he thinks very highly of either of
I
them.
don't think so.
No, he actually said that she was a prostitute.
Damn.
Like actually a prostitute
Yes.
or like whore just as an insult?
Both. He says the two things. Anyways, so later on, Francisco comes out cleaner. He's like, I'm alive. He's like, I help him a lot of the times to set up his bogus traps.
Huh.
Bogus.
Yes. Later on, Polo comes out and clean. He's like, I'm alive. I even went to his house. Later on, from California.
Emmanuel?
Yes!
Yeah! I guessed it!
He's alive.
Emmanuel's
He's like,
alive!
he's like, I don't know what went on that one day with the Ouija board. He's like, it's probably like, he's like, we drank or something. And he's like, I don't remember. But I'm alive.
Emmanuel's alive.
He's alive.
He's
Oh
alive.
my god!
He's alive. So, the only person that is not alive in this story is Trejo's wife.
He turned her into Cañitas.
So no, this is the story.
He's in jail.
It is-
Cañitas jail.
It is said that he was a very aggressive man.
Yeah.
And like one of the multiple times that he beat the shit out of his wife,
Oh my god.
she was sent to the hospital. And it was early 80s, right?
Women's health.
What was happening in the 80s that it was a big deal at the time and we didn't have many information about it.
Oh, disco.
No. AIDS.
Oh!
So she got a blood transfusion because this motherfucker beat the shit out of her and the blood transfusion was contaminated with HIV.
Of course it was.
She developed AIDS and she passed because AIDS. Not because of demon, not because she got possessed
Not because she ate
because
too much
this
Cañitas.
fucking bastard decided to beat the fuck out of his wife.
So she
because why not?
contracted HIV.
Yes.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
Be sure that you see that this is not a... Yes, that's fucked up. Stop. So yeah.
You're the
so,
one that started singing.
So yeah, he beat the fuck out of his wife.
Beat his wife.
She got AIDS because of him.
Uh-huh.
She dies.
Uh-huh.
The house is not even his. It was the wife's.
My God.
So
the wife's.
The wife's. It was the wife's. The wife's house, right?
Yeah.
So the family obviously won it back because this fucking bastard did that shit to their daughter / granddaughter,
Yeah,
right?
what a bitch.
So he managed to like keep the house.
Uh-huh.
And he fucking her family with retaliation if they continue fucking trying to take the house away from him.
Because he's a famous ghost hunter.
I guess.
Oh.
20%. I hope it's still recording.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay, so yeah. So he threats the family that he was going to retaliate if they tried to take the house away from him.
What?
No, that's not.
Oh. Did they try to take the house from him?
Not anymore, because they were real threats. I don't know what he said, but if he managed to kill his wife, I don't think he's gonna stop with his wife's family.
Well, I mean, he killed his wife on accident. This is big quotes, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't trying to kill his wife. Beat his wife. Oh, definitely. But, I mean, killing her was the hospital's fault. / whoever had HIV.
Well, to be fair, like I said, it was early '80s, so there was
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could have been prevented if this motherfucker didn't beat
Oh,
the
absolutely.
Yeah.
That said, though, what's he doing now, then, if he's still alive?
Okay, so after this whole thing,
Oh, right. You said he had a YouTube channel.
he has a YouTube channel. He's still doing investigation.
Jews.
YouTube channel.
Any whore.
So he's still doing investigations.
Yeah.
He's been getting a little bit of fame right now because he's trying to find another celebrity.
He's trying to find El Dorado.
No, it's not what I even mentioned the other guy's name. So yeah, he's trying to beat the fuck out of him.
Ramon Castilla.
He obviously has the house open. Oh, by the way, before he even opened it for the public, the International Skeptic Association, because there's a thing.
Yeah.
Went to his house because he wanted to prove that it was real. So they went to the house. They were like, "Oh, the house is in very disrepair."
Mm-hmm.
It's basically, so they basically say it was falling apart.
Yeah.
He didn't care about the house.
Nope.
It was a nasty place to be in,
Of course it was.
and because apparently at some point one Bible was bleeding.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, the Bible, it's either a stain of coffee
Preach that Bible.
or it was chicken blood.
Gotta have that chicken blood.
Because it's more, and they say it's most likely chicken blood.
Oh my God, not the chicken. Poor Henny.
So I guess he fixed the house because he did get famous.
Like a good man.
So now the house because apparently the house is on top besides. It was a monk's, because the monk was like a monk. So it was a house where the monk used to live.
Also like a monastery?
Yeah, like a monastery.
Oh my God, it was a monastery.
And on top of that, it was built on top of Aztec, like an Aztec graveyard.
Oh my God, it literally is an 80s movie. It even had the graveyard.
Yes. And it's funny because
Of course.
there's this podcast I watched. It's a comedy one.
Oh my God, a podcast?
So they did.
Kind of like the one we're on right now. Dude.
So
Podcast within a podcast. Within a
What's-
podcast.
podcast session.
Podception. God, continue.
Okay, so they went to the house as a Halloween special,
Yeah, he went to the house.
and they brought a Ouija board, right?
He brought another Egyptian Ouija board with some black magic.
No, they just brought a generic Ouija board at the house, right?
Some black magic for hoodoo.
So,
So
as
he
they
got some of that Target voodoo.
so as they were leaving, he was like, "I'll keep the Ouija board because now it was now in the house,
Yeah.
and like I don't want you guys to take any any bad spirits from the house. And like as they were in the house, you could see lights going on and off, and it's like you can tell like he was fucking with us. And apparently one of the fans from that podcast went to the house because like I said, he made it into a slash museum. Yeah. They went to the house, and the Ouija board that these guys brought is now hanging on the wall, and it has a sign that like this is the Ouija board to start everything. And it's like it's the same Ouija board that this guy's brought.
It's the same one that says sold at Target on the back.
It is. It is the same. This is sold at Target. So
hilarious.
That is the story of the great Gus Hunter.
Well, this guy's
Carlos.
an idiot. This guy and his whole family were idiots. Well, if the events were to be believed.
Yeah, so
The events in the book are stupid as fuck.
they were stupid as fuck.
I mean, come on. 80s teens in those fucking movies were smarter than that.
Bro, exact. Thank you. Every horror movie trope, it was in that stupid.
Seriously, like freaking every single one was in there. You had the Ouija board. You had the sex, possibly the sex anyway.
The ghost.
You had the fucking ghosts and turning off the light and shit. You had the like the occasional like, oh look, the third party guy can see the ghost maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. You had the look. Let's go for a paranormal investigator sort of thingy or the third party bitch and be like, yo, witch, how do we get rid of it? Fuck it up somehow.
They got a priest.
Of course. They got a priest. They had the Aztec graveyard. An Indian burial ground, if you will.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was every fucking movie in existence.
The only thing that was missing was a Stephen King cameo.
Oh, Stephen King was there. It was Carlos Trejo. He was writing it out over there. Like, oh, this is gonna be a fantastic book, guys.
So the entire time he was like, scary stuff, scary stuff, scary stuff. Ding!
Yeah, exactly. And if you really think about it, the ghost never fucked with Carlos Trejo.
Oh.
I was like, wait, you're messing with everyone but Carlos Trejo?
That's because he knew how amazing Carlos Trejo was.
I guess. Yes.
He's like, oh shit, guys, we got a badass over here. Can't touch him.
I guess that's what. I don't know. But yeah, that's the fraud of Cañitas, or like you said, Carnitas. Oh yeah, it was called Cañitas because like the house is on number 52 Cañitas Street.
Oh, okay.
Carnitas.
I think I mentioned it. On the
Yeah, you did.
I want some carnitas now.
Yeah, I want.
Carnitas tacos.
That sounds good. So, any final thoughts?
I gave my final thoughts. This guy's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
I super agree on that.
Like just the story in general, just stupid.
The story was stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe many people fell for it. Dude.
Like it's great to listen to / read if you want something like how not to write a horror story
Exactly.
or how to write the best 80s horror movie ever.
Yeah. Yes. Well, other than that,
I wonder if you could make a horror movie these days that's specifically supposed to be like an 80s horror movie.
maybe. I mean,
Because the best you got is Stranger Things,
Oh.
and that's in quotes.
oh, by the way, speaking of, he made a movie, by the way.
Ah,
About the book?
Yeah.
I was wondering why no one had.
No, he made a movie. It's super low budget. It's free on YouTube. You can watch it.
Oh, of course it's free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of course.
And apparently he had a play now too.
He's got to play.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't want to hear about this guy anymore. This guy's.
It's an idiot. Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah. It's not fair for many investigators. Hopefully later on I can talk about an actual people like did investigations.
Like Ramon Garcia.
Ramon Sáenz.
No, Ramon Garcia.
You almost got it. Oh,
You
you
almost
got
got it.
Ramon, right?
You got the Ramon part.
Ramon Garcia.
Ramon Garcia. But yeah.
Buzz.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Never said that.
Bye! I said it multiple times.